If you are convinced that businesses and institutions are going to use distributed ledger technology, that are going to use blockchains, or in this case, a hash graph, Hedera has to be one that is in your portfolio. I mentioned earlier that it is a top 25 crypto, and that isn't to say that that in itself makes it the greatest, but it is a network that is highly scrutinized, highly looked at, is going to be dissected by many out there. And we've done that this year. And I've come to the realization that with its consensus, it's very specific consensus because it's really not a blockchain. It's a hash graph. It's got a DAG structure. It has these records transactions through interconnected events, not like a sequential blockchain like Bitcoin is. And so it is different in that way. But with the partnership it's bringing into this ecosystem, it is very vast, right? And I want to say this from the outset because sometimes I know after watching the show, I just feel like we're stacking up all the evidence here for a Hedera, or we're stacking up all the evidences for the XRPL. What I want to say here is, yes, a lot of tokenization, data management, carbon emission, anything you can really think of, AI tools are being built on Ethereum, Solana, Polygon. That's happening over there, right? Here we're focusing on a slightly smaller crypto by market cap, but still one that is highly recognized. But it has a very specific consensus. It's solving the Byzantine generals problem in a very different way. It's a asynchronous Byzantine fault tolerance, all right? I'm pretty sure you've heard of BFT models. XRPL has the RPCA, the Ripple Protocol Consensus Algorithm, that uses Byzantine fault tolerance. Hedera does too, but it's asynchronous. So it's very differently. So it has this gossiping about gossip protocol. And so it's solving the problem that Bitcoin and Ethereum and all these other blockchains solve, but with scalability. All right. If we're talking about decentralized applications for high throughput, instant finality, Bitcoin can't do that. So where do we end up? We end up with Hedera, and that this network, this hash graph is doing this on a very high level, and it has attracted a lot of institutions within the traditional finance world to start using Hedera. And